le bonjour, hey, y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. Rio's turning his back already. Rio's here too. I didn't put the Rio cam on today because he's just been a going concern and I didn't know where he was going to land. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Happy Tic Tac Tuesdays here at the Narc Alert. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Where's my mouse? I've lost my mouse. It's like, seriously, the mouse is gone. I have no mouse. What the hell? Hang on. Technical difficulties. That is weird. Look, it's dead. Dead mouse. Can't do anything with a dead mouse. You gotta give me a second. What a bad start. How are you all doing on Tuesday today? While I try and find my mouse cord amongst all the black cords here on my desk. I can't find my mouse cord. How's everybody doing? I'm having an absolutely fantastic day. I'm completely lying. I'm having a shitty day. You see what kind of day I'm having? I got the mouse plugged back in. I unplugged the mic. I just wanted to scroll up here to see who was first, to say, hey, comment for the algorithm was first. And they left a comment, for the algorithm. I love that they do that. Comment's been doing that forever, like forever on the videos. And they've started a bit of a trend because I notice other people just writing that too, comment for the algorithm. Jan says, is Joan of Narc in daycare yet? That's tomorrow. I can't. How many? 44 people. So I know it's just you guys who are like my real buddies. So we can talk a little bit, right? Before we get to the TikToks. That's okay. Yesterday was the first day with the PSW. So they sent this PSW who I thought was going to be more of a social thing. And she was like dead shy. She wouldn't talk. All she did was clean Mom's house and leave, and Mom hated her. So it's like great start to finally getting the PSW in. But she did. I did take her to daycare day program on Friday, and she seemed to like it. So she's anxious to go back, and that's tomorrow. I can't friggin' wait, you guys. This is what tomorrow's going to be like for me. Almost like heaven. West Virginia. I have to get her down to the lobby at 9:30, and then PSW comes in a taxi and picks her up and takes her to the day program. They give her lunch, or they give her breakfast, they do stuff, they give her lunch, they do stuff, they bring her home at like 3:30 in the afternoon. That's all day. I'm just gonna. Now, knowing Joan, she'll pull some kind of fit and want to come home early, probably. Wreck my day, I would suspect. Mark that on your calendar. I think that's probably what will happen. But I think they also know how to work with her, so hopefully they'll keep her there. The other thing is she's going to come home at 3:30, which is like usually I start the live stream around then, so that sucks. So I think Europe people. Ella, still no internet. I'm so sorry. Ella's watching from afar, you guys. Be careful. You might think she's not here, but she might be here. You don't know. I forget what I was saying now. I was saying something in a day program, something about the day. Oh, Europe people. Because Joan will be arriving home at 3:30, I think I'm going to have to do Hump Day live stream earlier, like at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so that I can be finished when she gets home, because, I'm going to have to see her. I'll throw something in the microwave and feed her and be done with her, but I'm going to have to check in with her afterwards. So I think I'll do it earlier. I used to not, because I was trying not to step on somebody's toes, but, whatever. The internet is free for us all to do things whatever time we want to do them, right? So 1 o'clock tomorrow, or maybe 1:30, maybe 2. 1:30-ish. I'll keep you posted. Rio, I don't know where he is. He's gone now. He's in the bedroom, I guess. I don't know where he is. So instead, oh no, he's right here. Would you come up here, please? The people would like to see you, handsome face. There you go. There's the man. Look at him. Look at him face. He's the good boy. The love of my life. My joy. So yeah, so that's tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that a lot. She goes Wednesday and Saturdays. Again, Saturday sucks because she'll get home. Oh no, I do my live stream at 6. Oh no, that works perfect. Saturdays are okay. Saturday's fine. And if she likes it, she'll go more days. So I think the day program might be the key because she seems to not like the PSW. So the day program would be the key. But today we had a horrible day. She was very cantankerous. She was really mean. She fucking whipped a pen at me. So I got quite upset about that. I said, listen, old lady, you throw one more thing at me and you are done. We are done. You will never see me again. Don't you ever whip anything at me again. Now, it's kind of pointless because she's not going to remember that. I bet you if I told her now she threw a pen at me, she wouldn't even remember doing it. So that's how much fun dementia is. We never get to win. They always get to win. Look at the man. Look at the man hiding in his little thing. Yeah, it was so stupid. I was getting ready to take her out in the wheelchair and she had a pen in her hand. I said, well, why don't you give me that pen? You don't need to take that pen out with you. Like, she's trying to get her coat on and shit, and she's got this pen in her hand. It's just all too much. Jen on the lamb, thank you for the super chat. That's I get you. Thank you for the internet hug. So I take the pen and I go, you don't need to take this pen shopping. And she gets all pissy with me because it's just me, right? She'll just argue with me. If I say it's black, it's wet. If I say it's raining, she'll say, it is not. I can't see rain. So then all of a sudden she really wanted the pen, right? So I go, oh my God, really? You need to take the pen shopping with you? Okay, here. So I go and get the pen and I give it back to her, which was, snotty, but I'm fed the fuck up, right? I'm human. And then she fucking whipped it at me. It's just like, Jesus. Good thing she's got bad aim. So enough about her. She takes up enough of my time. Kaylee says, hey, Merc, do you think Amber is still with the new crush? She hasn't mentioned her at all lately. I actually posted that in the Discord yesterday. I said, where is Valentine? She hasn't mentioned her Valentine in a couple of videos. She also hasn't mentioned being sad. So maybe the Valentine really was that Alexis girl and they are just friends and maybe they played it up a bit for us. Who knows? I don't know. Oh, yes. Alex, before we start with the men, children, Ramadan Mubarak, wish health and happiness to you and all your loved ones. Absolutely. There was big signs in my lobby today because my building is very inclusive and we celebrate everything here. So yes. I don't know if is happy Ramadan the right thing to say, but have the very best Ramadan and Mubarak. And everybody that celebrates, I hope you have a wonderful celebration. So that. Lydia says, hey, all that sounds really exhausting. Dementia patients are rough to deal with, even more if they're your parent. Yeah, and even then add on narcissist. It's beyond hard now. I thought it was hard a year ago. I had no clue. It was differently hard a year ago. Alyssa, thank you for the member chat. A whole year together, Alyssa. It's our 1 year anniversary. 1 year, bishes. Love you all to pieces. Alyssa just booked herself a trip to Turkey for the summer, and it looks gorgeous. This resort they're going to. Resorts aren't my kind of thing. So not what I would. Not for me, but it looks amazing. It's very luxurious. Ooh la la. It's how she likes to travel, so I'm sure it'll be amazing. With her handsome Choyman husband. Und husband. Alyssa und husband. Hey, what happens to Max? Do you bring Max, Alyssa? What about Max? Fluffy wants to go to Disney World. I was at Disney World and Disneyland, both of them, but when I was very little. Und husband. Murphy's Bed had the same thing. Narc, mentally ill mother with dementia. Honestly, a nightmare every moment. Oh, Murphy's Bed. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that because I get it. I get it. And then there's the sad thing where it's like she's really lonely and bored, and somehow that is my problem. So she guilt trips me 100% of the time, every single conversation we have about how bored and lonely she is. I have to, and it's like, do you want to go for a walk? No, Mom, I told you I have to work. I have to work, Mom. No, right. Yeah, you're working. All the time. It's so exhausting. Max stays with friends. Okay, that's good. Lainey's late. Well, Lainey, you're at work, aren't you? Or maybe you're not. I don't remember if you are today or not. I know today was a bad day for Lainey, too. I think it's a bad day in general. So what better day to watch the men children? You know, it's Tic Tac Tuesday, where we have a nice Tic Tac and watch some Tik. Hey, what about TikTok? They said they might shut it down in the States. Is that true? What do you guys think about that? Has that progressed? I was hearing a lot about it a couple of days ago, but I haven't heard too much about it lately. CH, no, my mom fell and broke her ribs today. Oh, CH, I'm so sorry. Actually, my mom fell today too. I don't think she broke anything. It was a big deal. I couldn't pick her up off the floor. It was hard. And I said, like, this is so wrong. Like, you can't live alone. This is so not safe. I said to her, what if this would have happened 5 minutes after I left? Fuck. No, broken ribs, I'm so sorry. They can't do anything for you. Even then wrapping them is pointless. You just got to deal with it. And breathing is a pain. And coughing is a nightmare. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry, CH. And if it's your mom, I hope she doesn't have osteoporosis because that makes it real easy to break things. And Joan can crack a rib coughing too hard. That's how bad the osteo is. Oh my God, can we just not stop falling down and being miserable and all that stuff? New York T says, I heard the ban is going to be placed on the 13th. Like tomorrow, the 13th? Should I do? I have the internet. I could probably look up the latest TikTok ban. Okay, Washington Post. The House is likely to vote this week. This is from 6 hours ago. So no, there's no official date yet that I can see. They're voting on the bill this week. Maybe they're voting on the bill tomorrow. They went through this before, though, and it didn't pass, right? They want to ban TikTok from the US because of all the China information sharing, data access, etc. So apparently the vote was 50-0 for doing it. But they have to, I don't understand American politics, so, you know, I'm probably wrong about some stuff. But what I'm looking here at the Washington Post says, the bill's sponsors have pushed back on the idea that they want to ban TikTok, saying their objective is to rid it of foreign control. America's foremost adversary has no business controlling a dominant media platform in the U.S. I get it, but good luck with that. Because that's weird, right? Like, I don't think Canada would be banning it. They banned it for government devices. I think they did that here, actually, too. I'm pretty sure they did that here, too. I could be wrong, but I feel like I heard that. Fluffy says, I also changed my note on my door to now knock on my door. The package instead. Oh, that's nice. My note says, please do not knock on my door. I'm at work. I'll call you at 7. I put notes. She's blocked. My phone's on do not disturb, and there's a note on my door. That should buy me an hour. Hardly Dan. That's the only note I had here, and it was from the other day. I wanted to give Hardly Dan a shout out. Hardly Dan has a YouTube channel, and one of the mods, maybe if they're around, could drop it. Is Jan the only mod here? Anyway, Hardly Dan has a YouTube channel called Fat Bloke Doing Things, I think. And Dan, I just love your tenacity. Like, Dan wanted to do this great outdoor, like, Dan rides a bike. I ride a bike. I don't ride a bike compared to, I sit on a bike compared to what Dan does. He goes, I'm riding the bike to the doctor. It's like, it's like 5 million country miles down a road. Like, that's, Dan, your tenacity is amazing. And so he's been making these videos. He tried to do this great camping thing for his birthday, and he had a whole bunch of problems with it. But for sure, one of the other mods, well, Jen, I would love it if you'd drop a link, but I know that's not normally your jam. That's all. I'm sure you're capable, but I don't know. I just know Dan can't. I guess I could. You know, Jen, I just don't like to make you work too hard. That's all. So yeah, Dan rides a bike and does camping stuff and does all kinds of stuff. And I just really enjoy when I watch. I don't watch them all, I'll be honest. I don't watch all of them. But when I do watch, I always enjoy it. And I thought, you're just such a good, hardworking guy. You deserve a nice shout out. So if you guys enjoy good vlogging content that's kind of fun, check out Hardly Dan's channel. Can I go? I'm just having a hard time. Why can't I find you? Oh, here, you should be in my... Here. Oh, there it is. Because I'm subscribed. Here. I got it. It's Tuesday. I told you guys this is just not the best of days. So yeah, go subscribe to Dan. Jan says, I'm all alone and looking after all of your haters, and the pay is terrible. The pay is shameful. Oh, Paige is here. Hey, Paige. So, I guess that's enough chit-chat. Let's talk about what we were going to talk about. Now, Dan, I don't like your channel up here amongst all those others that I'm looking at over on my other... This is Jack's first TikTok Tuesday. I think we've only done one, have we? I guess we've done 2. Like, not many of us. There's never more than 100 or so of us, which is fine. We'll keep doing it for a while. What else am I going to do on a damn Tuesday? Paige says my coworker got excited that I got a shout out. You mean Paige the human, the moderator, got a shout out? Oh, well, she's very special. Everybody loves Paige the moderator. She's going to be really impressed now. So one of the wormholes I fell into on TikTok this week. I say that like I go on TikTok. I don't. I go, oh, I got to do TikTok Tuesday. Why don't I go trip around TikTok and find something silly to talk about? So, you know, one of my favorite things, and I've done videos on Andrew Tate before, is the manosphere. The manosphere. You know, that's the place where you find the high value men. high value men. And they know these men, these are wise men. These are learned men. These are men who know the ways, the wily ways of women. They know how women think and act and what women want. These are very smart men. And they've taken over a good chunk of TikTok. A good chunk of TikTok. So I thought, as an old, obviously failure of a woman, because I don't have a man taking care of me. So clearly I must be some kind of fucking failure. I'm also old, so I don't count, because quite frankly, if you're older than about 22, then I think you're referred to as run through and you don't have very much value anymore. So I'm very sorry. You might as well be 60 like me. We're valueless. But I thought maybe if I could learn some things, and I could learn from these wise, learned men to find out how to be a better woman. Idiots. Just Pearly Things too. Yeah, we might have to watch some of her. I just want to punch that bitch in the face. These guys crack me up. I'll tell you, especially because age, the age thing. Like, I'm old, so these guys look like babies to me now, right? Like, these are babies. These are little babies telling me what it's like to be a woman. Sweetie. That's so cute. When their little brains are still forming and their little personalities are still coming together. It's so cute. So I thought we'd start with this guy, who I guess is dead. I think he's a rapper who passed away. Is his name Hieronymus? I'm old, so I don't count. So you can mock me. Oh, the old boomer doesn't know anything about the TikToks. I thought we'd start with this guy, and I even made a special TikTok layout. Where is it? TikTok layout. Boom. Boom. This guy. You know this guy? You ever heard of this guy? So he's got this one here. This is called, I thought this might be a good place to start. Give us a baseline of what it is. I know, mansplaining being a woman to women. Not this one. This is so men can understand what it's like to be a high value. Guys, let's learn. Is it time? Put on your learning hats. It's time to learn about. If there's any men in the crowd, you might want to take some notes now. And women, these would be the kind of men you're looking for, okay? High value. Mama Bear, I love how you talk about these men. Well, they're just Layla. Bless them, they're only men. Dan's here, right? Dan, take this in now. You can do some learning. I know I've talked to Dan. Dan's been hanging around for a while. I don't think Dan is one of these high value men. Because Dan is better than that. But if that wasn't implied, let's go.
6 basic principles that I define as being high value.
Write it
Number
down.
one, in order to be a
Put
high
books in.
value man, it starts with money. You can't be high value and homeless. So you have to make a certain amount of money. And the line is roughly at $10,000 a month. Number two, that money needs to be made over a length of time. Anybody can have a great season, but having a great season does not automatically mean you're going to the Hall of Fame. For 5 years, people can.
Dan, 10 G's? You packing 10 G's a month? I'm not, but I'm only a woman, so it doesn't really matter. So ladies, remember, you're looking for a man that earns a minimum of $10,000 a month and has sustained that for a while, not just one good month. We all have one good month now and again. All right?
Pretty much count on you to say, this person understands and knows how to get it done.
Yeah.
Number three is group acceptance. Like it or not, guys, high value men is like a fraternity. It's like a club, a secret society. And high value men know other high value men. They're welcoming into the group. They know what it takes to be there. You have to have a network of other high value men. Your network is your net worth. You've heard this before. So you cannot underestimate how important having a network of high value men and other people is to your status.
Okay,
To the
but
network, we got.
But we don't know yet what high value men are, so how do we know how to create a network of them? Yeah, Tori, a frat man with 10K. Well, most of us earn a minimum of 10K, don't we? Can you imagine the kind of life I could live if I earned that kind of money? Good Lord. I have never earned that in a month ever in my whole life. Never, ever. And sometimes I worked hundreds and hundreds of hours. Seriously, it's not about money. We know that, right? Like, money's an evil. I friggin' hate money. Like, we need money, but it's not. It's so, these guys are so shallow. Jack says he looks like he's wearing the 3D movie glasses that you wear at the theater. They look like Urkel glasses. Like, it looks like the tape in the middle. Dude looks like Urkel. Okay, high value Urkel, off you go. Why don't you want to talk anymore? I'm clicking, he's not going anywhere. Why isn't he talking? Urkel.
Gotta have the visibility.
is.
Your income and your position has to be LinkedIn level. To be a high value man, it needs to be at a glance. Your position and your income. You may have a lot of money, but if it's coming from sketchy areas, no one can kind of understand where it's coming from. That does not give other high value men or even the public any kind of real confidence that.
Wait, isn't Andrew Tate a sex trafficker? Isn't he kind of one of the leaders of this cult of high value men? And doesn't he have his money from literally sex trafficking women? Is that not sketchy? I'm confused. I'm only a girl, though. I'm so dumb. Yeah, see, Tori, I'm not sure what the sketchy areas are, because I guess sex trafficking isn't sketchy. So I'm very confused.
You are who you say you are. And the sixth part is probably my favorite part, guys. A high value man is useful to others and the group. A lot of times you hear people say, I don't want to be used. I don't want to be used. No, I want to be used. Why? Because that means I'm useful. High value men are in demand and useful. Their presence is felt when they're there, and their absence is felt when.
What do these men do ever? Aside from make videos of themselves talking. Like, do any of these guys actually contribute anything? I know, Drudis, I'm only of a little woman brain. I'm so dumb. I'm only a little blonde girl. I don't understand. This is complicated, you guys. This guy's an idiot. What the hell is he talking about? It's a bunch of word salad. All he said, 6 points. It didn't even feel like 6 points. All he said is, women, high value, you got to make 10K a month and surround yourself with a bunch of other rich assholes. Yeah, what do you do? What do you contribute to society, you big goofus? I thought that was going to actually break it. I didn't, to be honest, didn't pre-watch that. And I thought he was going to give us 6 actual points to this high value theory they have going, but that wasn't it. But I did find this other guy. I thought it might be interesting to look at him because we all know Andrew Tate, who apparently, somebody was telling me in the chat earlier that, see, a few days ago, Aiden Ross was on a live stream. I don't know if you guys know who Aiden Ross is, but he's a TikTok, well, he's a streamer. I don't know what platform he's on these days, but Kick, Rumble, whatever, I don't know. He's a streamer who makes shameful amounts of money. He's like 21 years old. He makes like $1 million a month. He's a shithead. Aiden Ross. Anyway, he's the one, I don't know if you ever saw a clip of a guy who went to meet Andrew Tate. And when Andrew Tate got up, he crawled on his hands and knees over to Andrew Tate's chair and sniffed it. Did you ever see that clip of Aiden Ross? Neon Starling knows who it is. Well, Aiden Ross was live streaming the other day and talked about a DM that he got from Tate that said, if you want to collab, you got to hurry up and come meet me in another country where I'm going to. But Tate is under house arrest. So apparently the cops, of course, they track this shit. And now he's been arrested again or something? I'll have to look into it. I don't know. Can I find that clip? Let me see if I can find that, because that's a must-see. I gotta show you guys. Aiden Ross and sniffs Tate's chair. Of course, it comes right up in the search. It does sadly mean we have to listen to Andrew Tate for a couple seconds, and the guy literally makes me want to vomit. Like, God almighty. Look at this. We got to do a different layout. Let's try this one. Oh, God, this guy. Alrighty, you ready? This is cringe. You want to see cringe. So this little guy over here, the little guy sitting down, you know who Andrew Tate is. And the other guy's Aiden Ross. Sorry. So here we go. I'm sorry for what you're going to have to hear.
Work is complete. Congratulations.
Oh, we don't have to.
You know this. I have work to do. I'm done. I fixed you.
I'm done. I fixed you.
Where are you going? And I just want to say, bro, I think I'm ready, bro.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, I don't show that. People will hate me. Seriously, you saw that, right? So that's Aiden Ross. So the other day, Aiden Ross mentioned, so apparently Tate got arrested again. Let's look that up, because again, we have the power of the internet, and since we're right in the thick of it, we got to know what the head daddy is. Arrested again? They appeared in court. Oh no, look at this. He was arrested. Look at this. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at this beautiful thing. God, love it. So beautiful. Look at this. Andrew Tate arrested thanks to his streamer friend's big mouth. Detained in Bucharest Monday. The arrest warrant stems from an investigation into a fresh allegation of rape and human trafficking. The judge ruled that the brothers can be extradited to the UK after the conclusion of their trial in Romania. So they're awaiting trial over separate charges of trafficking, rape, and forming a criminal group. They were in jail, but they've been in Romania, so they're kind of under house arrest, but they're allowed to move around freely in Romania, apparently. What led to the arrest of the Tates by the UK police is reportedly a clip from Aiden Ross, who live-streamed a message from Tate saying he was going to be leaving Romania soon and probably never coming back, and suggested Ross should come over to hang out. The implication was that Tate was going on the run. Bunch of idiots. A bunch of dumb idiots. Shh. No, you gotta shut up now. Nobody asked you to talk. So, where's the ticky-tack one? Let's go back to this one here. So that's beautiful. He's been arrested again. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I agree, Jan. Venom had a weird EKG at urgent care? Well, that's a little concerning, but probably not. Those things happen, right? Think of, I don't know, hammocks on a beach or whatever your happy place is. Okay, so I found this other guy that, isn't one of the big, well, he is big. I guess he's got over 1 million followers on YouTube, but he is on TikTok. And his TikTok name is How to beast. Sexy, right? Y'all got Ladywood now, right? Don't you? Because how to beast. Like just the name tells you. The name tells you. High value man. Sexy high value man. Oh, Venom, I hope you're okay. But as someone who's kind of gone through that stuff, I know sometimes it can just be weird, right? If you're getting out, that means you're okay. Because if there's a hint of heart stuff, they wouldn't let you out. You're okay. They did so many hearts. You're okay. Good, 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 good. Heart's scary stuff, though. I know. High value and sexy, Fluffy. Check him out. His name is, like I said, is How to Beast. His name is David de los Moranes. David de los Moranes. Hola, David. Now, where should we start with David? David's got some good ones. Now, David's not as heinous as Andrew Tate, which kind of makes him, to me, a little scarier because he doesn't seem as extreme, so he'd probably be more likely to suck people in. But as I said, he is on TikTok, but I did like his YouTube stuff too. Where was the one about ugly women? Here we go. Now, this is him interviewing another idiot, another dating coach. Did I say idiot? Yeah, that's what I meant. Idiot. Okay, so this one is called Dating Coaches with Ugly Girls. Okay, ready?
Some of these dudes who try to give relationship advice, I'm like, bro, can you shut the up? You look like an idiot. They're like, why? I'm like, you have a 4. She acts differently than a 10. She has been in line forever. She's not trying to raise up. There's a big difference. A lot of these entrepreneurs have really ugly chicks.
Yeah.
And it's horrible.
You see it a lot.
Don't you have money?
Even if they're not giving dating advice, it's still like you're trying to give
advice
on something,
yeah,
right?
You're giving advice.
And how can you really? It's almost the same as like you're just really out of shape.
Yeah,
but no,
it's the same thing.
The same idea.
You're saying you're a closer and your chick's ugly.
There's no pride in one area of your life. Yeah.
Some of these dudes who try to give relationship advice.
Thoughts? Are you kidding me? Look at this absolute meathead of a human being who has decided that he's been given the power to judge women and, like Amberlynn Reid does to a sugar treat, give them a fucking number rating? Are you kidding me? What is a 4 and a 10 to this guy? Exactly. You know, I find usually guys with big beards like that is because they have no chin. Like, let's judge you. First of all, old. Let's be ageist. Old fucker. Now, his thing is, I did watch a couple of his TikToks on his own, and this guy, I think, was in jail. So that's his big flex, is that, you know, he was in jail and he learned how to be a better man by being in prison, right? So I think that's his jam, this guy. What's his name? It's Walter something or whatever. I forget. So that's, but that's not David yet. Well, David's the other guy. Let's find some. David's got some good ones. Like I said, he's not quite as bad. And he's got this woman who props him up all along. Oh, let's see. What do women want? What do you want? The hell do you want?
What do women want in a man?
I think they want a leader. They want someone that can provide for them financially, emotionally, somebody that can make them feel safe and that can be a good father figure.
And in turn, what do women bring to the table?
Well, I think she brings her support, you know, wanting to raise a family, take care of the household, finding other ways to contribute and support the man.
I think a lot of women in 2023 would disagree with you and say that that's like too classic of gender roles.
I mean, if that's not what they want, they can go find something else. But this is just from my perspective. But I also feel like you can have your career and be a strong, independent woman if you want. But a lot of guys aren't attracted to that.
What do women want in a man?
I think
The question wasn't, what do you want in a man? The question was, what do women want in a man? So your answer was talking for all of us. And then you tried to backtrack it and say, no, this is just for me. But that wasn't the question, bitch. The question was, since you're the be-all, end-all fucking expert on what all women want, because clearly we all want the same thing. Yeah, this woman's too much. She's like Pearly Things, but not offensive. She's in a lot of his videos. She's a race trader. I think there's some good ones, and sadly I closed them. What's this one? Oh, that's his main series. Hang on, let me find a couple of the... Yeah, this girl
If
is...
you're a girl that's like,
look, like I just want to attract a 1% guy. Like I don't really care about my career.
well, then you need to know what you bring to the table. You need to be extremely supportive. It's really like, how can you make the guy's life better
Ew.
when he comes home? And I know that sounds like super old school.
Oh, you're gonna make him a meal and stay in the kitchen.
No, but like, he's worked hard all day. He's bringing the money into the relationship. Like, what are you bringing to help him and support him and make his day better? If you're a girl that's like,
Look,
Who hurt these women? Who hurt the... I'm flabbergasted. You got to know that I was raised by a single female parent, and I'm an only female child. And I've never been married out of my own choice. I don't get it. Yeah, pick me, girl, right? Pick me Instagram thought, I guess. It's so weird. Like when Pearly Things does it, to me it reeks of desperate pick me girl. Just desperate, homely girl who wants a boy to love her. That's the energy I get from Pearly. That's the energy I get from Pearl every time she opens her mouth. This one, though, it's different. It feels more... I don't know.
like I just want to attract a 1% guy. Like I don't.
A 1% guy. That's those high value men we were talking about. Here's high value.
there's two things that happen. Number one is she's gonna see what she can get away with. It's subconscious, right? I don't think she actually thinks,
Oh,
Yeah, we're
okay, this
sneaky
guy's
like
bad
that.
leader. Like I'm gonna put him.
but you do. You start being like, well, what can I get away with? How can I?
You know us women. We're sneaky like that. It's always a game. I always want to play a game and see what I can get away with. Just a little sneaky woman.
I have this man wrapped around my finger.
It's not that she wants to be the leader. She wants to make the man show that he's making an extra effort just for her.
And then she gets that validation from it. Like, I'm amazing because I have all these men wrap around my finger. But if a guy, if he puts her in her place right then and there, she's gonna be like, okay.
And lady, how come tell me that you have to look like this? If you're not the kind of woman that wants to walk around and have men all over you, then what are you doing with the fake eyelashes and the boob job and the puffed up lips and looking like an Instagram thought, like a classic Instagram thought, hanging around with this guy, sucking his dick for every time he says anything to you? Like, what's your game? If you're not looking for constant validation from men, what's that about? What's that about? There was a video that I saw. Jack says, I've been in abusive relationships and they've said the same things. Yeah. Yeah, why is it shot, Russell? A competition. It's always like a game. Like, what do you bring to the table? And I'm going to bring to the table. We're going to weigh this and weigh that and your value and my value. What happened to love? Does love not enter into these relationships ever? Genuine human connection, is that not a thing anymore? Maybe that's why I'm still single. Looking for the wrong thing. There was a video where she talked about giving up her career to support him and how great that was. I wish I could find that. Because she's as offensive as he is. They also don't like it if you talk to your ex, right? Because clearly, you're going to stup him if you're talking to him. You didn't break up for any reason, like you're not compatible. And then there's this one was interesting because this girl...
So I've been single a year.
This girl is talking about how she took a step back and found her value and got a lot of power out of finding her own value, which is what assholes like this are preaching all the time. But you know what? He doesn't like it when she does it. She didn't do it right.
Year and a half now, but I took an entire year to not date guys, to not have sex with guys, to not talk to guys. They were fucking canceled.
Damn, man, she's coming in hot.
But now we're like, okay, we're going to step back out into the dating pool again. But because I took a whole year to focus on myself, establish my worth, I honestly don't think it's possible for a man to fucking play me or disrespect me, because the moment that happens, I'm out.
Good for you.
And that's how women need to be.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with like taking some time off of dating for men or for women.
Watch
If you
him.
just got
Listen
through a
to
bad
this.
relationship, you need some time for yourself. That's cool. But this is just coming from a bitter attitude.
Yes.
Like, you do one thing that crosses the line and I'm out of here, which I don't think is healthy for men or for women to do.
She didn't say you do one thing to cross the line. She said, I'm in a place to understand if I'm being fucking disrespected, and I won't put up with that. And yet for him, well, that came from a place of bitterness, so that's not right. She's not doing it right. She's only a woman.
Obviously, if someone like crosses a boundary and does something that's not okay, like maybe a girl is still talking to her ex.
doesn't
You
like
could say, look, I'm not sure.
Clearly, he had a girl that cheated on him with her ex. That is so fucking transparent through the TikToks that I've watched, because this theme comes up a lot for him. He's really got it in for the ex.
Or what the exact situation is, but that's not going to be something that's cool with me going forward. Then a conversation can happen. If you guys can come to terms, that's good. If not, then move on.
So I've been single a year and a half now, but I took an entire year.
Where's the one about the ex? That's the deal breaker, the number one deal breaker. Here.
What if a girl has contact with her ex?
Massive red flag.
No, massive.
I think this happens a lot, and a lot of people will try and justify.
Well, no, it's different with my girl because X, Y, Z.
But at the end of the day, it shows there's still some emotional connection, even if logistically they're not actually meeting up or hooking up or doing any of that. But the door also stays open. It's almost like I'm testing this new relationship to see if it works out. But if not, I'm going to alternate back to my old guy. As a man, you have to be okay drawing the line about what's okay and what's not okay with you.
What if you broke up with your ex? Like, I've had exes who we were great friends. We just weren't great romantic partners. And after a while, not immediately like Amber Lynn does, but after a period of time, if you're true friends and you're running in the same circles, you might still end up being friends, and that's okay. Mature people are okay with that. Guess what? We broke up because there was no romantic sexual connection between us anyway. We're good as friends. It's not that I left them to go check the waters to find something better, and if there's nothing better, I'm going back here. This guy's a literal idiot. You know, like, if I broke up with him because there's no romantic connection, because it didn't work out with you, I'm not going back. This guy's an idiot.
If the girl doesn't accept those things, you have to be okay moving on. Otherwise, there's going to be no respect.
What if a girl has contact with her ex?
I don't know who this girl is. I don't know exactly who this woman is, but women show their... Oh. The title of this one is... I'll try. Okay. Wait. wait. I got it. This one's called Women Show Their Love by Submitting.
5 of your guys' top Instagram models are DMing me right now. I've only been with 5 women since exiting prison and making $2 million plus a month. Most people, they'd be dropping in stacks to just go something. And that ain't who I am. I will never be that man. Women show their love by submitting. Men show their love by committing. That's not what's happening. They're it all up. I enter you. Like, what the? They hate if I would say that word. I don't give a how I talk. It's not even a derogatory way. I believe in love between one partner and the person he's going to spend his life with. That's what I believe.
Oh, he said the
5 of your guys' top Instagram models are DMing me right now. I've only been...
Who's he pointing to? Who's he talking to? 5 of your guys' top Instagram models. Which guys? Who are the guys? Which guys? Why do they own models? Is it Andrew Tate? Is he talking to Andrew Tate? He's pointing at me. I don't own any women. I am not a sex trafficker. I promise you I'd be making a lot more money. $2 million. Sadly, still here, 420 says $2 million. The fuck is he doing? Lying. What he's doing is lying to you about how much money he makes a month. It's like, no. No. These idiots don't make that much money. Come on, they're on TikTok. They're on TikTok making videos all day. Talking about their worth. That's the second, actually, look at this. It's the second comment. Can I move myself? I can't right now. I can't move it, but the second comment on this is, how has he made that amount of money? The first comment is, who is this guy? Nobody even knows who this is. Jan says, I only earn alerts and mods. Yeah, but that's just a leasing them, and I'm a benevolent dictator. Should we go look at the man himself? See what Andrew Tate's talking about today? No, let's look at Pearl. Let's look at Pearl. You want to look at Pearly Things a little bit and see this idiot? Oh, it's just Pearly Things, right? Unless she's been banned. Has she been banned? I think she gets banned sometimes, doesn't she? No, this is her. Oh, this is, God love her. Look at her. There she is. What's she up to lately? We haven't, what? Hey, Pearl. What you been up to lately? So this is just Pearly Things, if you don't know. She's the female version. She's just sad. This girl's sad. She really needs a boyfriend. This girl just really needs a boyfriend. Let's see her. She's good in interviews with other people because she looks like a buffoon. I'm just going to pick something random here. What's got the most views? 28,000. Let's see what she's saying here.
But she asked you your body count?
Yeah, she asked my body count.
On the, you said second date?
Second date. And hers was over 10 and she's under 20.
Whoa.
Wow. I was
like, she's a goner.
What did she do for a living? What did she do for a living?
Bruh, that's like, I'm like blowing her up right now. She has like her own business.
What kind of business? I need notes on what to avoid here for the men and the women.
Like a cleaning business.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Cleaning her face off.
So don't date cleaning ladies, okay?
But
she asked you your body count?
Yeah, she asked my body count.
On the, you said second date?
Neon says, never forgetting the time that she said on Twitter that 16-year-olds are hotter than 26-year-olds. Well, yeah, because we're run through by then. Come on, girl, you know. You know, you're all run through. I know, she's really gross. Here, modern women are spiteful.
I would say, in general, real assault victims come forward at least within a month. But when you're coming back years later, when this man is more successful, rich and handsome than ever, I just have questions. You know, why would a guy with money, fame, and status need to assault somebody? I'm going to wait for the facts to come out. We'll see. But right now, I'm just not buying this. I'm not buying it at all. I would say, in general, real assault victims.
She's, okay, there she is defending an assault, someone who assaulted somebody. Oh, Jamie Foxx. Oh, this is Jamie Foxx era here. Where she's defending Jamie Foxx for assaulting
But I'm
women.
like, bitches, none of you bitches had brothers to bully you growing up. None of you can say anything that my brothers have not said to me. My brothers would have roasted the hell out of me if I ever said I was a 10. Oh my gosh, I'll hear these chicks be like, I am a 10. I'm like, did you not have brothers? Or like a dad? Like, no, seriously. But I'm like, bitches, none of you bitches had brothers to bully.
So you have a history of men consistently putting you down since childhood? Is that what you're telling us, Pearl? Is that where this came from? Isn't she disgusting? Miss Tomato Jam. Paige popped in for a while there, Jan on the lam. Poor Jan's been holding down the fort, MTJ. Yeah, but it's good. It's a small crowd. It's the good people here that aren't going to cause you any two problems. Your dad doesn't call you ugly? Weird. Here, reasons for divorce. Let's see, what are her big hits? Can I sort into the most popular? Not really, eh? See how little I know about the ticky-tackies? Okay. I didn't know that. All right, the last one she's done.
Ladies, this is a tough pill to swallow. A lot of your mothers do not want to see you succeed. They want to
I know
see
that.
you just as miserable as them.
Well, that's
so
true.
you can be her emotional tampon the rest of her life. Because a lot of your
Okay, she, even a clock, even a broken clock gets the time right twice a day. I hate that I have to. I hate this. I hate that
a lot of your mothers have failed again and again and again in relationships, and they do not want to see you succeed. There are mothers that are simultaneously telling their daughters that they love them and support them while trying to ruin their marriage. This is common. I would say this is more common than it is not. And ladies,
No, okay, she's right, but I wouldn't say it's common. Sociopath moment? No, chill out. That's my mom. She's completely talking about my mom there. Oh my god. Well, and I don't think it's super common. I don't think most mothers are like that. And quite frankly, I don't think her mother was like that. I think she came from a pretty good family where her mother was like the CEO of a company or something. Her mother is not a 1950s housewife. She's just insane. Oh, here, single moms have no happy endings.
women file 70 to 80% of the time, and a lot of times I think it's because they think the grass is greener on the other side. And a lot of times, again, the media tells us we're so special and awesome and amazing, and you're going to find better. And the truth is that most women do not. The majority of single mothers do not remarry. 15% actually get a guy to remarry them. 22% get a guy to live with them again. So the majority of single mothers do not have happy ending. And we're not really honest. We don't really tell people these statistics. Women file 70 to 80% of the time, and a lot of times I think it's because they think the grass is greener on the other side. And a lot of times, again,
if you're going to keep talking, I'll mute you there. That was really offensive, right? That was so offensive. First of all, get a guy to marry you. Get a guy to marry you. Get a guy to marry you. And the fact that if you don't trap a man into marrying you, it's not a happy ending. Like, Pearl, bitch, you're like not that cute. You're not very smart. And you're fairly disagreeable. I don't know that you're going to find yourself anybody. Because you've been in this manosphere area for a couple of years now that I've been aware of, so probably longer, because I'm an old, stupid, irrelevant boomer, so what do I know? And as of nobody's dating her. None of the sexy, high-value men that she licks the asses of on a daily basis seem to want to date her. Interesting. So maybe Paige. Was that a Freudian slip? Maybe, Pearl, you should focus on making yourself happy. Because it's okay. If you find somebody, great. But if you don't, great. It doesn't mean it's not a happy ending. That's offensive. She is so offensive. Is she icky poo? Ella's back? Ella, is your internet back? Or is Miss Tomato Jam just yelling? She does that. She's excitable. She's Southern. We're so bad. Val does anything, we just go, it's okay, he's French. Tomato Jam does anything, it's okay, she's from the South. Let's watch one more Pearl, and then we're going to finish off with a little of the man himself, and then we'll call it a day, because there's just so much of this shit we can take in one day, right? Here's a big one, 31,000, 39,000. Oh, definition of a real wife. Do you want to know that? Oh, I muted her because she was bothering me.
Between the ages of roughly.
Hang on.
I also talk about how the last generation of real wives really are women between the ages of roughly 70 to 90. And I'm not saying there aren't real wives after that. There totally were. But let's just say women between the ages of 70 to 90, let's say 70% were real wives.
Most of you are
And
not.
we go down to
You're
the
fake
women between the
wives.
ages of 40 to 60. Now 40% are real wives. Then we go to the women under the age of 40. Maybe 20% are real wives. Now, what's a real wife?
Where does she get these very, very specific statistics? She always has a very specific statistic, and I'm unsure where she's getting it from.
A real wife is a woman that submits to, serves, and obeys her husband, number one. A real wife does not get divorced. She doesn't believe in it.
MTJ. MTJ. She's you're not. Sorry, you're not a real wife.
And she will make the relationship work at all costs, even at the expense of herself. I'd also talk about how the last generation of real wives really are women between the ages of roughly.
She's so funny.
Women of the past knew this. They knew there was a way that you act when you're single and you act when you are married.
Yes.
Being married was a role that women realized they had to fulfill that had specific duty. And now you have a woman that is married to an ex-NBA player that was complaining about money. Women of the past knew this. They knew there was a way that you...
I don't know what she's talking about there. Some entitled woman. Honest to God, she's too much. God bless her. She's never going to be married. She wants it so bad she can taste it too. That's the saddest part. That's the saddest, sad part. Now, I'm sure Mr. Tate is long banned. Wow. You see this? Look at what it says on the top of the page. Be hate aware. Can I do this? Yeah, but then you can't. It says, be hate aware. At TikTok, while we value creative expression, our foremost priority is keeping our users safe. Content and behavior that attacks or incites violence or hate against an individual or group of individuals on the basis of protected attributes are not permitted on TikTok. Help keep the TikTok community safe and report content that violates our community guidelines. That's what you get when you type Andrew Tate into the search engine. Just into the search engine. That's what you get. Crazy, eh? Look at them. They're all celebrating his release from jail. It was like, yeah, but oops, he got arrested again today. Let's see. Oh, here.
Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan have just been arrested again in Romania under a UK warrant for allegations of sexual assault in the UK from 2012 to 2015. And just a few years ago, the brothers were also arrested in Romania for similar allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking. As of now, the brothers are under Romanian custody for the next 24 hours or more, and there have not been any additional details as to what prompted the charges from the UK, according to a Washington Post article.
We know it.
What do you guys think? Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan.
So that's interesting. So do they have to do the trial in Romania? Are they going to do the trial first in Romania and then extradite him to the UK? Woman got issues. Yeah, I get some of my stuff from that podcast. Oh my God. Let's see. I need a good one. We need a good one to go out on. God, Joe Rogan and Andrew Tate. Oh my God. Good Lord, did they have to put down a tarp to catch the fucking testosterone that would be just seeping out of all their fucking pores? Fucking little waiting, where they're sitting in waiting pools to catch all the friggin' dripping out testosterone? Jesus. Well, this looks disgusting.
Full-grown adult and a child comes to you and the child wants to talk to you. Hey, today I went to the store and I have an idea. I have an idea. And you're listening to the kid and you're trying to be a little bit polite, but really you already know the end of the story. You know nothing interesting happens and you're just kind of like, shut the fuck up. That's how I have to go through life. This is why people say I'm angry. I'm not really angry. It's just like I have very low tolerance for normal humans because I am so far above all of it. It just upsets me to just listen. Full-grown adult and a child comes to you and the child.
So what I hear there is that you are a child yourself and you have no impulse control. That's kind of what I'm hearing, because grown, mature adults understand how to get along with other human beings, and it isn't always about their feelings. But again, bless him, like we said at the beginning. He's only a little man. He doesn't know. He's only a little guy. He's just a little guy. His little brain, the soft spot has just gotten hard. He's just still little. I don't think there's any hope for him. But maybe when he's somebody's bitch in jail, maybe then there'll be hope for him. Didn't turn to Islam last time he went to jail? Idiot. Well, you know what, guys? I think that's about as much cringe as I can possibly take today. It's just too cringy. It's just too cringy. We need to find something fun. Let's find something super fun and not offensive, but something just silly fun next week. How about we could explore conspiracies on TikTok next week? Tate is a father. I saw Ella write that, and that's just sad. We need a palate cleanser, Vanessa Atalanta says. Atalanta. You know I like your username. Vanessa Atalanta. Of course we need a palate cleanser. Let's find one. Let's go over to the tubes of you. Let's go to the holy tubes of you and find something that's a bit of a palate cleanser for us. It could be cute and fun and funny and silly. Something that will make us smile. I'm sure there's something uplifting. Jan, thank you. Thanks, Merc. I'm thoroughly ran down on Tuesday. Well, it's because you're working so hard, Jan. You don't have to work so hard. Tomato Jam's here now. Yes, 80s karaoke is coming up on the 24th, and I think I have a couple songs picked. I do have a couple songs picked, but I picked them before we decided it was 80s. But, you know, I'm old. So they're probably 80s anyway, but I'll have to double check. Oh, I know what could be fun. I know. How about, I know, but I can never remember anybody's name. Joseph de Benedict. Let's see what Joseph's up to, our favorite Canadian versus American guy. Let me find the right one to watch. It's not too long and not too short and not too bad and not too, just right. Something that's just right. We've watched that one before. Here, this is what I had for lunch today. This is where I took Joan, and I cheated and I had some carbs at a place called Harvey's that we have here in Canada. Oh my God. Lainey says, according to Google, Tate says he has 10 kids, but no woman has claimed to have any kids with him. Thank God. He would claim that. Okay, this is called An American Tries a Canadian Burger Restaurant. So we have, these two guys are bestest buddies. And They go back and forth across the border and do Canadian versus American things. They've done Canada versus US McDonald's and tried them under the Peace Bridge side by side. So they do cute things like this. So we have this burger restaurant called Harvey's, which I took Joan for lunch today. She had some poutine and I cheated and I had one of their little value burgers and I took half of the bun off, but still cheating. But here we go. So let's watch this, okay? This is our little palate cleanser. It's 10 minutes long or so, and then we'll... Which should we use? This one? That's good. Let's do that.
To add that many toppings and just pile it as high as you want.
Like I have.
Yeah, yours is ridiculous.
Look.
Oh, they just dropped everything.
Hello, welcome to a very special episode of the vlog because we still have Jason here in Canada with me, my American friend, the first time back in a long time, and I'm taking him to none other than, oh, hello again.
It's so good to see you.
It is good to see you. So I'm taking him to a very Canadian place, Harvey's. What do you know about Harvey's?
Is he your buddy?
He's not my buddy.
I don't know much, other than you ate poutine here once.
That's right.
In a video.
That's right. One of our videos, I came here and got poutine. But this is
I don't know what you're supposed to get here. I don't know what the thing is. Is it like burgers?
It's a burger place,
Okay.
yeah. But
so it's like a McDonald's-ish type deal?
No. It's you get to go in there and basically chop your own burger while they do it in front of you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
So it's like a Subway.
Yeah.
But with burgers.
Yeah. I guess that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, Ellen,
They did some really cool marketing thing where they call it Harvey's with an EH apostrophe S instead of Harvey's.
I like that.
Harvey's. Harvey's.
Truly Canadian.
Yeah.
They should have made that original that way in the first place.
They should have. That would have been smart. All right, so we'll go in. We'll get a burger combo, and you'll try your first Harvey's burger.
Okay.
And maybe
I want another one now. I have
they
one
might
for
have.
lunch.
We'll find something else interesting on the menu.
Yeah, we'll see what we can get. I'm excited.
But I just had a little one. I want a real one. Got Wagyu beef burger in the freezer. Lola has never had onion rings? If you're in the States, they have it in the States, onion rings. They're onions that are battered and then deep fried. Oh, they're good. Onion rings are the bomb.
Oh, they got the big Harv. I gotta try that. You gotta get the original, just the either the double or.
I got a value burger.
Yeah, you gotta do the
quarter pounder combo.
Yeah.
With fries. And a
Oh,
butter
Netherlands.
bread.
That makes sense.
Iced tea.
The Nestea.
Yeah,
iced
real
tea.
food.
This is Brisk.
All right.
Pepsi products.
Do they have Brisk there in the States?
Oh yeah.
Like sweet?
Yes.
Okay. I know they got they got the crazy poutine. Oh, they got a buffalo chicken poutine. But we should get it.
Okay.
Which one do you want? The buffalo chicken, just because you're from Buffalo, see how it holds up?
Joan has
I
the
don't know.
classic.
So you gotta do the classic.
Yeah. All right, let's do the classic.
Yeah. That's like your baseline.
No, as a chef, I have to say, Venom, I'm sorry. I think it's not. Breaded is when you use breadcrumbs, and battered is when you dip it in a batter, like a liquid batter. So there is an actual difference. Same thing, though. 6-1, right?
For everything.
That's
You gotta
true.
do the
I don't want to be
classic
that
and then
guy,
know,
but as a
like, how it
chef, I've
compares to
had
the others.
Yeah.
helped
Fries
them
at Harvey's have always been really,
Interject.
really good.
Yeah.
Hi there.
How's it going? I'll just do the #1 combo. Lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion. That's it.
What would you like at your side?
The frings. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get the big Harv
Frings.
combo. Comes with some stuff.
Frings is a half order of fries and onion rings, so you don't have to commit to a full order of both. Frings are the bomb.
Own flavored thing. I don't know. I usually get everything.
When I ate that
I put everything on my burger.
It says you gotta try it with the signature sauce.
See, I gotta try with the Harv sauce, and then everything. Just throw it all.
I think
everything else
battered
on
are
there.
better too
I'm
for
not
onion
picky.
rings, Lainey.
Yep. We're also gonna get a regular classic poutine. That's it.
Dan, we should try that.
That's,
Batter
yeah.
and then bread.
You don't get ice? What are you, nuts?
Ice just makes it
Good.
watered down.
Keeps it cold though in the hot sun where we're going to.
So the thing about Harvey's is when your burger's ready, you go up to the counter and they ask, like Subway, you build your burger. So that's the deal, Americans. I've never had Harvey's.
Thank you.
All right, let's go outside.
And if you ask for pickles on the side, they always give you lots of pickles. It's
Eating
$7.
together in real life.
Springs. I don't know if that's yours. Oh, this is yours.
Yeah, the big.
It's like 20 times heavier.
Look
I
what
know,
it
I'm
says
gonna
on
have to
there,
go
too.
eat right
Dealing
when
with
we're done
flames
here.
Since 1959. I don't know. I guess it started. Somebody tell us where this place started and why it's so Canadianized. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at this monstrosity. Look.
Oh, too much stuff on there, dude. Burgers are good there, though. I like
Pretty big. Not like your standard fast food here.
1 fork. Thanks.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
Ella Chef Merc had to.
Well, what do you think?
It's good.
Mm.
It's like it's different than fast food. It's like a combo between fast food and cooking at home.
Yeah, it tastes like a home burger,
You're right. Oh my God.
but not
The
quite
big
like a
heart.
home burger.
I really like
No, it's
being able to add that many toppings and just pile it as high as you want.
Like I have.
Yeah, you get as many toppings as you want. I had like off the bargain menu, the value menu. Today I had a value cheeseburger, and I think it was $3.29, which is expensive for a value menu, but it's like a normal sized cheeseburger. It's not too small. It reminds you of Five Guys. Five Guys burgers are better, I think. Five Guys tastes like more like. These taste more like a really good frozen patty that's been grilled. Five Guys tastes like a homemade patty to me.
Ridiculous.
Mine's crazy. Mine was already big to start with because it's called the Big Heart. Then I made it bigger.
This
How's
channel
your,
is called.
sweet
This
tea?
channel is great. It's
Or
called.
iced tea, as we call it
It's
here.
just called his name, Joseph de Benedictus. I'll drop you the link. I love this. These guys are great.
Sweet and delicious. These onion rings are really good.
Harvey's always been good with the fried stuff. And then they had a poutine to their menu. Brilliant.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't be
Joni
proudly
said poutine
Canadian.
like
and
twice
not
a week.
serve
I take her
poutine.
there for
Fries are
poutine.
good.
Yeah, you like them?
So I imagine the poutine would be pretty good too. Yes.
Oh my God.
You know what? It looks pretty good for
Not just
for
sprinkle cheese. It's got the
yeah. For fast food poutine, I think it looks pretty good. I don't eat poutine, but I've been taking Joan all over the damn city buying poutine. And theirs is good. They use real cheese curds and not that just shredded mozzarella, which is what some places use.
curds in there. They're legit.
I need a second fork. Don't eat my stuff.
I can't promise anything. So while I have you here to myself, getting pretty full. Also, never mind. Here he comes.
What are you saying? I can't leave you two alone for a minute?
No. Swoop it out.
Oh my God.
Look at the setup they've got there. Poutine.
I mean, it's hard to screw this up.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a good base of the fries that I know they're good, and they throw the cheese in the gravy.
I almost like the other poutine better from the
Halifax
Donair.
I would hope so, because there's a little more love and care. I would definitely hope you would.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It's not bad.
Fast food poutine Harvey's is pretty good.
Fast food poutine.
Fast food poutine.
It's an amazing accomplishment because you can't get that over there.
Although I want to say McDonald's tasted better.
I
didn't know they were going to
I
say
said
fast
Harvey's
food
tasted
poutine.
better.
Mm-hmm. For another day.
Another day, my friend. Maybe another week.
So what do you think? The meat? How do you feel about the meat?
Kind of lacking in flavor.
Harvey's, I
Feels
mean,
more like filler than it does a flavorful burger.
I like the
I
meat.
disagree.
I think the thing that saves it is all the toppings that you put on it.
Oh, yeah.
If it was just the burger and some ketchup,
You wouldn't be as happy.
I don't think so.
I like
I
the
also
burger.
don't think it compares to a McDonald's burger.
But the meat? No. The meat itself, we're talking? The meat in a McDonald's burger is better than this?
Murphy's bed. I don't know what
No.
kind of cheese it is. It's kind of like an unripened cheese, I guess. Kind of like a queso fresco sort of thing, I think. But it's like it's not aged at all. You might be able to make curds from every different kind of cheese. I don't know. But I've seen cheddar curds, but I know in poutine it's white. But I don't know if it's white cheddar or if it's no, it's not because it's very stringy. It must be more like a mozzarella curd. I'm not sure. We'll have to do some curd research.
No.
Yep.
How?
The American Big Mac.
Hello,
More
Jace.
flavorful.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
drinking
Sauce
coffee.
and the meat. Just because it's thick doesn't mean it tastes good.
All right.
I'm probably
You might be
maybe
right.
not in the same boat as most
Onion
people.
ring.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not getting it.
Strong words.
Oh, I
Well,
wanted onion ring so
Oh,
bad.
yeah. Give me a burger out of 5 maple leaf.
Without the toppings, low 2s.
Wow.
With the toppings, I'll give it a 3.
Oh no!
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
I'd
That's
say
low.
3 and
How
then
about the
4.
rings?
Rings are good. Can't screw up rings.
No.
Just deep fry them. But I've had better rings, so I can't give it a 5. 3.5.
And the fries?
Fries are good. 3.5 to 4.
Poutine?
2.5.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
There you go. Canada.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, Canada.
Rating
Kinda
things
hit 8
low.
on Harvey's right now.
Mighty big word. Low price.
Low praise indeed. What do you think? You like it?
I like Harvey's a lot, but I do see your point about the meat being just kind of bland. It must be the novelty of doing the stuff that like adds the flavor in my mind.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, you added a ton of stuff.
I do love everything.
The more you add, the less you taste the burger, too.
Yeah. I'm
I
impressed
bet
with
you
this.
could do all of that without a burger
It'd still be good.
and still be good.
That's true. I would say that you're right.
No.
Like the meat is like the thickness of the burger is impressive for a fast food type place.
Yeah. I think that's probably what they're trying to.
Yeah, they're very honest, which
Yeah,
I
and
like.
they are.
They're always
separate
really honest.
themselves.
Both of them
I have
are.
to compare it to my experience.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's what you know, and that's what you've tasted. That's what you think. An American speaks. Well, thank you, Jay, for coming and enjoying this day with me and coming to Harvey's. What a crazy day.
It's been good.
We've done literally 3 episodes in this one day together because you've got to go back now to the States.
We've done.
I'm sad about that.
I liked the
No,
McDonald's
I feel like I was
where
here
they
for
met
5
under the
minutes.
Peace
You
Bridge
were?
and they eat
But at the
hot
same time, I feel
countries
like I've eaten
McDonald's and then they
for 5
compare
days.
it.
Yes,
And there
this
was
is true.
It's hot.
differences.
We're full,
For
but
sure.
I'm happy.
But Canada had
Think
more
I'm
special
blind.
stuff on the more special items.
Oh God.
Can't even sit up
Get up.
anymore.
Thanks for watching. If you like the
I
video,
wasn't that
please hit
full.
like down below. I'm gonna.
I wasn't that full. I only had a value burger with the top bun missing. So it was like a little burger. I'm hungry. So what I'm saying is I'm hungry. That was a nice little palate cleanser, wasn't it? Did it get y'all hungry for supper? I'm hungry now, even though I'm not actually starving. Oh, Ella was gonna send. Ella, were you gonna send me something to watch or not? I thought Ella said she was gonna send me something. Ella, Bella. It's in the treehouse. Okay. I certainly can play this. Let me just send this. Oh, let me wait. I certainly can play this if I put it over here. And then I put it big. And then I go and put this back. So this is from Ella. And it's just a little calm. This is our final little we're going to calm ourselves before we go and have a nice little chillaxing moment. All right. Okay. So this is from our lovely mod Ella to help everybody with their anxiety. So take a deep breath. If you get some water to make Jace happy. And here we go. I'm sorry. Do you need to hear that again? Thank you, Ella, for reminding everybody that you're going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. And we should be really okay because tomorrow is hump day and we're going to go live earlier tomorrow. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, due to my newfound, hopefully fantastic senior day program that Joan's going to tomorrow, I have to rearrange the schedule. So hump day will be at 1:30. I want to say 2, but that might be pushing it if she's back at 3:30. Yeah, let's do it at 1:30. So I'll keep you posted, but we'll do our hump day live stream tomorrow. If she hasn't if our dainty leader hasn't given us a weigh-in Wednesday by that time, it's pretty early. She's probably still in bed at that time. We'll find some fun retro to react to, because that's always, quite frankly, more fun than anything she puts out these days, isn't it? I cursed myself when I have that damn song stuck in my head. So know that whenever I get a nice song for you, I'm cursing myself because I'm listening to it for days and days. I wake up with it in my head. Amberlynn reader channels in decline. There's just a trout. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to go. I'm starving. Rio is passed out in the chair, and it's time to just kick back and relax a little bit. I got an hour and a half to myself, and I'm going to take full advantage of it. You know there's going to be some maple syrup involved. And, Jace, I'll try and drink some water before my next coffee. I promise. Thank you all for joining me today, and Rio, who hasn't really done his job, but we'll see what he can do for us tomorrow. Don't miss the live stream tomorrow. We're doing it at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so I don't want to hear any of you European people whining at me anymore. Thank you all for joining me. I know it's not Amber, and I really appreciate your support. Click like if you like the video. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, do all those YouTube-y things, and we'll see you tomorrow at Hump Day. Thank you all. Remember, just be kind. Hasta luego.